There's no reason why we can't get this down right away. Impact is preset. It's preset in your setup. Once again, ball off right shoulder, not just ball on the back foot. If we talked about if the feet are narrow, inside the right foot does not mean the ball's back. That's just ahead of center or nearly center. We need to make sure that ball position is off that right shoulder. We're standing to the handle. The handle always moves with the center of our body. And here's the big thing. Square face, ball position, stand to the handle, and the weight is where? Front. And how much front? Like all of it. You know, you're better off being a one-legged golfer on the left side, okay? That would be a great thing for this golf shot. Now, with that being said, I want you to get in here. This is a shot I expect us to hit well right away. Let's get like a 56 out, or even for some of you guys, 52, okay? 54, whatever clubs you have there, a gap wedge, sand wedge. Watch this though. Like, I mean, that thing barely landed on, right? Now watch when I do this. I'm narrowing the stance, kind of reminding myself how small this motion actually is, promoting more rotation, but I put that elbow in here, I go down, and see how very compact this is? So it just feels very easy to put the club back to this spot every single time, you know? And then from there, from the face-on view, I have all that weight on that front foot, and here's the key, when I do that, I'm actually dropping my left shoulder. So unlike the swing where I'm actually leaving these level, bumping the hip, and it appears like my right's a little bit lower, okay? Well, in this shot, I'm much more over here, and I'm much more in a position to have that club strike down the golf ball. So the reason why I wanted you guys on this downhill lie, everything I'm talking about with this golf shot has to be done better. Okay, so in order to catch that ball first contact like that, those angles have to be preset. The finish on this swing, we're talking about this. If I was here, and a great way to think about this is if I have my feet together, I have the handle right in the middle of my body, and I just rotate my left pocket back and my chest and my hands together. Do you see where I am here? Watch. I'm just rotating. So you see I'm in the same angle I started with. This hasn't been released. I'm not up here. I'm not looking, you know, over like this. It's just right here. Very connected. Okay? This one it's already set at impact right here. So you're just basically right here and then right there. And the feeling of keeping that together is going to help you guys a ton, okay? Now here's the thing. If you're having trouble hitting the ground, you know what that is? This is a really important lesson. If you're having trouble, it's because your setup is not allowing you. It's not just your golf swing. So watch this. If I put myself with my weight far enough forward, can you see my shoulder? Look at my shoulder. It gets lower. Now look what that does. If I'm just here and I just drop the club, it goes right into the ground where the ball is there. But watch, I add a little rotation and I start striking that same spot every single time, okay? So here, get in the right spot, flex your knees and get over it, okay? Get your weight forward now. Take it back and just let the club drop through there. Do you feel that?
Yeah.
Hear the ground? Do it again. There it is. Now just keep rotating.
Fall,
yes, let it fall.
And if I help it,
it rotates nicely through, right? Yeah. Can you just do a couple more of those for me? Did you hear how perfect that was?
Yep.
No, set up. There, get that weight forward. There you go. There's the sound. Don't sit back, get that weight forward, okay? There you go. Got it?
Yep.
When I walk away though, here I'm giving you knuckles too. When I walk away though, make sure you do the same thing every time.
Yep.
Okay, you got it? Oh, dude, what a night and day difference, huh? See how nice those were?
Yep.
And Mike, everybody should move 1 foot forward, because look at this. Now I'm on, Kev, come around the front. Now I'm on a downhill lie, a pretty extreme downhill lie. Everything this shot requires needs to be more perfect on this downhill lie, and here's why. The ball needs to be back. The weight needs to be forward. What do we know about the shoulders on a lie like this? We want to get them more parallel to the slope. Okay, so if the low right shoulder's in play here, well, guess what? So is the ground behind the golf ball. So is missing the ground going up into the middle of the ball. Really get that low left shoulder. That'll allow you to strike down the slope. But watch. You have to really focus, you guys, on hitting down at an angle here. If you level your swing out at all, you're in trouble. Like if the swing gets level at all, no chance. Yeah, and then, oh gosh, way better. So here, let's get him in here. You have the down slope here, We know that if we sit back, if the ball's forward, if we take it back low, I mean, there's just no chance, right? There's 3 things that kill us. So when we get in here, our weight goes forward, the ball gets back, and look at my left shoulder gets lower, and then I create that angle by just getting the club to gradually move up and down into it, and you can see that really clip the ball, right? Get that ball further back in your stance, and then try to feel like it's going down at an angle into the ball. Oh, dude, did you feel that?
Yeah.
How pure that came off?
Yeah. And it goes pretty, like you said, it goes really far.
See how it just gets
it? 51, yeah. So,
there you go. I mean, dude, that was awesome, though.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah. My whole point to you is this. Do not get the ball too far forward. Do not sit back. Get all those little things down.
Right, yeah.
And then just think about the angle. You're just the club striking into the ground at an angle like this.
Yeah.
Not at a level like this. Night and day, right?
Yeah.
How good, I mean, how simple is that?
Yeah.
Love that. Work on that for a little bit and we're good.
Yeah.
All right, big guy, here we go.
Can you ever be too far over the ball?
You know, we're not trying to look like Michelle Wee putting, you know what I mean? Over the, we got the 90-degree angle. I think that's not helpful either. You're gonna stick that club right in the ground. But here's what you can do, guys, about getting closer to the ball, about getting the right distance. Put the arm right, remember, not the center, not just the side, right at the midpoint between the 2. If you have it at the midpoint between the 2, and then you just tilt over the balls of your feet, right? So like, watch this. Heel down, tilt right over. You're already gonna be the right distance from the golf ball. So that's gonna give you the appropriate amount of tilt. The only mentality you have during the swing is just always swing through that spot there. How much better is that? Just right on the money, right? Yeah. That's exactly what I want for that shot. So just make sure for you, hand on club, right to the elbow, or elbow to the body, tilt right over, okay? And then from there, pull the knees back, get the weight forward, right? So this is gonna give you distance from the golf ball and how over it you get. And then just pulling the knees back keeps you over the golf ball rather than sitting back like this. Okay. And then once you get that look right there, just a little bit of weight on your left side, you're ready to go. Good job, buddy. Get a little bit closer to that ball and then get that ball a little further back in your stance. There you go, and that's where I want you, okay? But the knees back is big for you. Pull those, there you go. You wanted to sink right into it. How much better, bud? So good. You see how the ball was just clipped? Yeah. Yeah, good, keep working at that. Now the only thing that would kill you, see that right hand that I kept bugging you about yesterday? Yeah. If you get that thing more on top, look what happens. And this is great for the viewer too. You're gonna be more in that position with that right wrist crease as opposed to put it back under. It's like you're helping it up this way, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I don't want that. Make sure you really get that right hand on top. Right. Hey guys, all of you that get your right hand too far underneath, this is not the golf shot for that. I'm not saying there's any shot for that in golf, but when you get that right hand underneath, as Akash and I were talking about, you're helping that club right up in the air. So watch what happens. Look what happens to my right wrist crease. Guys over here, see the right hand underneath? I call it the pre-scooper right there. That thing's just pre-scooping that shot, right? Like, just like this. You can see that right wrist looks like this. Now watch what happens to that right wrist when I turn it over. And when that right wrist is in that position, do you guys see how that's much more of what we want for this golf shot? It keeps that forward shaft lean that we start with in our setup. Okay. At Porzak Golf, we take a lot of pride in having developed some of the best and most consistent golf swings on the planet. We do this through simplicity. Our Full Swing Masterclass will take you on a step-by-step, easy-to-understand process on how to get your golf swing better than ever. Join the many before you who've utilized our Full Swing Masterclass to take their games to the next level and beyond.